What's up, everybody? We decided today is, what's today's date? February 26th. February 26th. To do a little short hike here at Caledon State Park in Virginia. They have a campground down here that's primitive camping only. And then there's Rebecca. And it's reservation only. There's only 5. We can't remember how many, if it's 5 or 7, but we're at campground number 1, which is also campsite number 1 here is handicap accessible. It's got a ramp to get on the campsite. It's got like a gravel ramp to get up here to the picnic table. And we've camped here 2 times now, and both times we got the same campsite. It used to be first come first serve. You would have to call a number to make the reservation, but then they changed that, and you can actually make it online now. So, and only 2 ways in is to hike, and it took us about 2.7 miles to get here. Hike in, you got to bring all your water because the river here, we're right on the Potomac. I'll walk over there in a minute, but I don't know if you can see it back there behind me. That's the Potomac River. The water's brackish, so you can't even filter it if you wanted to. But yeah, here we came down here on a day hike. Brought the backpack right down there. We had peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I had peanut butter and jelly. Rebecca just had peanut butter because she's too proud to eat my jelly. And some coffee, and realized it's a little late, so we're about to hike back out of here. But we'll walk around and point out some of these campsites. Yep. So this is campsite number 1, as you can see right here by the sign, and it's a nice campsite. We enjoyed it. We've camped here twice, and there's the ramp I was talking about. Some people coming, so I'll go this way. Walking up here on campsite number 2. Right there, that's campsite number 2, I believe. Let me walk over here too. Let me show you something over here. So right over here is the firewood, and it's the honor system. There's a box over there where you put your money. Right over there, you see that. And normally this is full, I guess, during the peak of camping season. And it's I can't remember how much it is. I think it's $4. For the firewood, I don't remember. Yeah, $4 right there. There's a sign, and that's how you measure how much firewood you get for $4. So I'm pretty honest, so I put in whatever amount of money, and I get the firewood, and probably about $20 worth. So this was, and there's the Potomac, and there's a couple of benches as you can see, and there's a rack down there. You can kayak or canoe into this area, and hike in. Those are the only 2 ways you can get here. This campsite is number 2. This is a very popular one because it faces the water, but it seems to be reserved. It looks a little old. The date says 2/20. Here's campsite number 3. Enough room for a tent. You still got a view of the river, as you can see. Campsite number 4 over here. This was a nice one too. It's out in the middle of out by itself, I guess. I like the campsite number 1 and 2 are very convenient to the restrooms that were right there by the firewood distribution point. They're right there by the firewood get 'em spot where you put your money into the bucket and get them your firewood.
You pay for your campsite right there too.
You can pay for your campsite right there too, apparently. Here's campsite number 1. Why are these slips of paper still on it?
Somebody just failed.
They've been there since December, which is weird. So note to self, if you reserve a tent site, when you're done, take that with you. That's been there since December. They were supposed to get here in December of last year. It's a nice campsite, but no view. So there's campsite number 6. So there's only 6 total campsites. This one looks like it might be the bigger of them. And this is not a bad spot either. That's where you come into the area right over there. We'll walk that way, Okay, so we just made a loop. We're back to campsite number 1 right over there. And the restrooms, and we're going to walk down to the water real quick. There's also a pavilion down here, which I'm sure is for day use. and information sign. Like I said, you can boat in here, kayak, canoe. They don't want you tying boats up to the shore, but you can bring a canoe or a kayak and put it in this rack here. I'm not sure where you would put in to a canoe or paddle down here. Here's a rack to put your kayak or canoe once you paddle in. I don't know much about the waters here on the Potomac. I don't know if you can find shark's teeth or anything else like that. But this does go by further south from here is Westmoreland State Park, where they definitely have a fossil beach where people go to look for shark's teeth and things of that nature. But here we are. This is the Potomac. That's Maryland across the way over there, and Maryland actually comes right to the edge of the shoreline. I don't know how Maryland got to keep the whole river, but the state line is right here on this shoreline, not on the other side, and not halfway across the river. And there you go. This is Caledon State Park Campgrounds. Right there you go. There's a map up there to show you some trails. Let me go up there and show you. So, I don't know if I can see this or not. We are here at this campground. Is that, yeah, right there. And we came this way, and this is the way we're going to head back to the parking lot. Campsite number 1 here is handicapped accessible. Alright, so there you have it. Caledon State. So there you have it, Caledon State Park. What I say the mileage was? The mileage is about almost 3 miles in, so we got about that far to go on the way out of here, if I make it alive. Alright, y'all have a safe one. Talk to you again soon.